Many of the tools we use to teach coding are based on a fundamental bias. They assume you can see a screen. For blind or visually impaired learners, traditional coding environments are difficult to navigate. We attempted to use a regular IDE to write a Python program with a screen reader. Here's how it sounded.
Test file 2.py, pop-up, test file 2.py, note, edit, text editor.
Not great.
We have designed a web-based IDE aimed at creating an accessible environment for blind learners to learn to code. The IDE features navigation shortcuts, screen reader integration, requires minimal setup, and runs Python locally using WebAssembly. Our IDE is built on a frame-based system, which prevents the user from making structural syntax errors. When a user types a keyword like if, it automatically creates a frame, which limits the user to only typing in the expression or body of the if statement.
The second core idea is how we structure interaction. We use 3 modes, edit, execute, and argument, to keep keyboard behavior predictable for screen reader users. Edit mode is for understanding and modifying code. Navigation keys move through the code structure, same indentation, into blocks, out of blocks, and reading lines. Execute mode is for understanding what the program did. The same navigation keys move through output line by line, and you can search output as well. Argument mode only appears when the IDE needs a short piece of input, like loading a demo number or entering a search term.
I'm going to write a function called greet.
DEF, enter function signature, GREET, left parent, ME, right parent, PRINT, left parent, quote, HELLO, quote, space, NE, right parent.
Let's go out of function and then go down below the function.
Edit greet, name. Edit blank.
And now we call the function once.
GREET, left parent, quote, ALICE, right parent, quote, right parent.
If you're the teacher, you can see the code and instruct the students.
Clickable switch on, off, on.
So now let's run it.
Main landmark, hello Alice, execution.
Let's navigate through the output to see if it's good.
Hello Alice, terminated.
Let's save the file.
Edit greet. Saved code.py. Coding for blind learners.
Now, let's load in an example that contains an intentional error.
Enter demo number 1. Loaded demo 11. Edit fib.
We'll run it once to see the error.
Running. 7 print, fib, 10.
Let's go to the first line.
Syntax error, was never closed.
Let's read this line again to see listen to the punctuations.
Syntax error : single quote left parent single quote was never closed.
So let's go down 1 line to see which line caused the error.
7 print, fib, 10.
And let's jump to this line.
Edit print, fib, 10.
Let's add a closing parenthesis.
Right parent.
And run it again.
Running. Execution terminated.
One of the challenges we encountered is the top-level design of our system, in particular, the propagation of state updates. The multiple modes in our system made it difficult to share state between different components in our code. Using a naive solution would make our code tightly coupled and harder to maintain. We solved this by taking inspiration from the observer design pattern and used callbacks to handle future user inputs, modularizing our code.
Initially, we planned to keep everything language agnostic. We planned to execute code on a server and use Ledger to lex and parse languages. Eventually, we decided to focus on just Python, using indents to parse and pyodide to run Python in WebAssembly. Screen reader integration also posed a significant challenge, as browsers did not allow direct control over what screen readers say. We had to carefully monitor what was currently focused and which elements were changing.
In conclusion, our project explores how coding environments can be adapted and redesigned to make it more accessible for blind students to learn how to code.